I am Alvaro Mόρτε, as you know, and I am performing Father Sal Tedeschi in this movie, which is who is a priest, is one of the main personalities in this kind of weird monastery. And actually, he is the one who's been in contact with Sister Cecilia, Sydney, and it's because of him that she could come from the States to this monastery. Let's say the Father Tedeschi, as many of us, decided one path to walk, and then the life changed his thoughts about that, and he changed into something completely different. He was studying biology, and then he heard the call of God, and as he says in one of his lines, God showed him a path, and he drove him here to this place. Well, you know what? I think this character is one of those characters that allows you to create something full of layers, different layers. So I love when the audience has this challenge to know exactly how is this guy or how is not this guy. You know, I think that they're gonna see many different sides or faces of Father Tedeschi, and that's a gift for an actor to be able to perform something or someone actually in terms of character that gives you those you know, those possibilities to play around with the different things that the characters can offer to you. Sydney is just amazing. Is an amazing actress. It's very comfortable to work with her. It's so funny to work with her. We are having fun and making jokes all the time until they say action, and you just jump into it. And it's also a funny thing because you can see the transformation of the monster in terms of she's being the actress in the set and she's having fun with you. And then someone comes to her, like asking for some, you know, she has to do some kind of decision as a producer, and she changed completely. Suddenly gets serious, is so focused on that, and I like this, I don't like this, whatever. You see, she makes this decision. This guy goes away and get back to the jokes and whatever. So he's like, wow, what was that? You know, she's amazing. I love working with her. She's so generous, made. She's so brilliant. She's so, is a perfect actress. Yeah, that's the funny thing of Father Tedeschi, you know, performing him. It's like he looks like something. And actually, I think he's honest when he's performing like that. He's not lying. He's like that. He's a charming guy with an objective, you know, with a target. And suddenly, the situations make them to transform his behavior into something that there's a moment that not even him himself controls the situation. It get out of his hand, and yeah, those completely different poles in the same equation are the funniest thing about Tedeschi. There's one thing that I love, which is the fact that when Father Tedeschi talks, the most of the time there are like two lines in the same sentence. You know, there's a sentence that you say, but you can, I think you can find like two different meanings. You know, the good meaning and the bad meaning, and playing with that to leave this character in that narrow string, you know, at the top of that mountain. You know, find the balance between those two meanings at the same time. It's been a challenge, but it's been so fun. For me, it's like when when you finish something and you just want to stand up and say, yes! You know, something like that. It's like it's like a punch up, you know. That was for me the end of the script. Actually, I was thinking like, and now what? And now what? You know, and this, what's gonna happen? But it's, no, we leave it here. No, we leave it there. It's like, and now you decide in your mind what should happen after this, you know? I have to say that I don't like horror movies. I don't like to watch horror movies. Actually, I was talking to Francesca, the stylist, amazing work. She's done amazing work, and we were talking about how much fun we had doing a horror movie, which is kind of crazy, you know. But the main thing for me is that this movie is not just a horror movie. So I think it's going to fit perfectly in the world of horror movies. But at the same time, you can find many things in the movie that can take you out of that kind of compact world of the horror movies. That I think that made the movie much more interesting. What I think is great. The image that they're gonna see, you know, Elijah is the DOP is doing an amazing job. I think the image is so beautiful. You can feel perfectly we're in Italy, and it's not false. You're gonna feel the real Italy in the colors, in the sets that Adam has created as well in an amazing way. I think that if you connect all those ingredients in terms of image, an image that I consider very beautiful, with the contrast of the horror movie, you know, this beautiness with the horror movie, and the performance of my colleagues in front of the camera, that are doing an amazing job. I think you can be very well transported into this kind of a special world that we've created here in this movie, holding Michael Mohan's hand. You know, I think it's such a beautiful project. Even though it's a horror movie, it's a beautiful project. Yeah, because you know why? Normally I don't like horror movie, because for me there's some kind of horror that is not justified for me. It's just horror, you know. We're gonna scare you, but here in this movie, everything that happens, sometimes is so terrifying, is justified, which is even worse.